Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I'm continuing the case knife series with part 4, which will be up through the 70s. I've got 5 knives today that I like, and they're starting to get in much better shape. And first up, I'm looking at this 1972 Stockman 6332. That is, it used to be a 6 because the red bone is gone. It's been replaced with what I think is ebony wood with inlaid mother of pearl. Obviously a custom piece someone did. I have no info on who. Looks really nice though. It's kind of similar to like a guitar fretboard with the inlay, like someone practicing their work. The artist was a very skilled craftsman. I don't have any problems with this. The knife which they chose to rehandle is kind of strange though. It's a bit beat up. I don't know why they made such a nice handle on a beat up knife, at least on the outside, because if you look at the blades, they're fine. There's like no use on this knife at all. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was done in the 70s. They didn't have a lot of knives to choose from. I don't know. The stamp here is the same one we'll see on most of them today, which is the USA 70 to 79. This guy is a 9 dot, so 1972. And the old model number is still clear. The other blades are in the same condition, and the knife still behaves like it should. The back of the handle was all scratched up before it was rehandled, which might be a clue as to why, but there's no problems with this knife. And then next, I'm going to check out a pretty simple knife. This is just a standard, it's 1972, just like the last one. It's just a standard red bone doctor's knife, 6185. Doctor's knives really were used by doctors at one time, but not in 1972, more like up through the early 20th, I guess. Nowadays, they're carving, trimming, sorting, anything that needs like precision. And then people like them because there's not a lot of junk in there. It's just a single long blade. This one's been used for something. It's got a lot of the same light scratches in the blade, and the tang has a big old gnarly scratch in it. And I'm just kind of showing the condition on this one, I guess. I don't have a lot to say about it. It pretty much behaves as expected, and I don't have much more to say about this one. And then I have this little peanut guy. He is a stag handled standard peanut. It's a jack, of course, 5220. The stamp on this one says it's a 1978, and the handle is gorgeous, genuine stag, really beautiful. I think pretty rare on a peanut. Standard shield. It's still pinned at this time. I believe at least we can see the end of the pin there, if I'm right about that. But that changed in 78, and this is a 78. I'm not 100%. And the other side is very nice. Same condition back here. Completely different than the front, which is always nice. And it's got some brass liners. And then it's got a long tail etching. Looks good. The 5220 and SSP, that's the stainless polished for the blades. This thing is so like new, it's difficult to open. Really nice. I really like this. And this one is not much bigger. This is a 3-inch swell center jack or small Coke bottle. The model on this says 2226 1/2. It's a limited edition jackknife from 1979, printed Jackson, Tennessee on the Coke bottle. Technically, this should be pattern number 25, but it says 26. The handle is a black composite. Jackson, I think they're making a Jack and Coke nod. No, because their bottling operations are there. It is a jackknife, right? I guess that makes it a double. The blade is etched 1 of 5,000, and in that diamond is the Coca-Cola logo with 75th anniversary 1905 to 1980, and Jackson, Tennessee, bottled refreshment. The blades are polished. They behave like new. and it's got some wear on the outside, but no other issues. And last for today, I'm going to look at a 1979 penknife. Don't worry if you're still here. This is a cool penknife. It's got a rare green Apaloosa bone handle. It's the same year and stamp as the Coke bottle. I actually had to look up what an Apaloosa was. Turns out it's this thing. I hope it's not that thing, because that would be a tragedy. I hope that died of old age, old happy age, and didn't have green bones. The model on the knife, though, is an A6 2042, which is strange to me. A6, okay, I guess, but I don't get when they put the zeros in there. Like, why not just leave it out? The condition is fabulous. I don't see a mark on it. The blades are polished and spotless. Great action and snap. And this would be my favorite penknife if it wasn't for the whole horse thing. And that's all I've got from this time period. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to make 2 more case videos before I move on to the next manufacturer, which I think will be Cattaraugus. Next, I'll continue the case series with my knives from the 80s and 90s. So if you'd like to see that or hundreds of other knives I'm inspecting from my dad's knife collection, feel free to subscribe and join me, or check out some of my past videos. And thanks for watching.